Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to be having a girl talk or whatever. So I asked my Instagram to drop some questions on things y'all want to hear, or things y'all want to know or whatever. So I did. So let's get started.
Hitters ain't hitters. Niggas see me, they know what's up. Shooters with me, they gon' hit you up. In the rain, you don't like that. That's why your bitch in my inbox playing tough. That's how the last nigga got hurt. 7-5 of my dogs.
So we gonna start off with the first question or whatever. Okay. So the first question is, how do you know when you're ready to get into a relationship? So true say, you know when you're ready when you feel like, okay, how do I explain this? You know you're ready. You'll just know. It's just a feeling yeah, I'm ready. One day you're just gonna wake up and just be like, I wanna try a relationship or whatever. But don't take it fast. Get to know the person before you get into a relationship. Don't just, oh, we're talking and then boom, that's my boyfriend. No, you got to get to know yourself, right? You gotta get to know yourself. You gotta get to know him. In order for the relationship to work, you guys have to know each other. So, okay, make sure, get to know yourself first before getting into a relationship. And I feel like that's one of the questions I should be asking myself, because I got into a relationship and it was I forced it because I was like, oh yeah, we're going out, we're together or whatever. So don't force a relationship, just let it, let it move with the flow, whatever. All right, so next question is, when is the best time to get into a relationship? Best time to get into a relationship is when you feel like you're ready to get into a relationship. I mean, I'm not ready. As of right now, I just got out of a 2-year relationship, and I'm so not ready to get into another relationship at all. I feel like I have to get to know myself. For me, I have to understand myself. I have to know what I need. I have to it's just a lot of things. You have to get to know yourself before getting into a relationship, and that's it. If you don't know yourself, if you don't know who you are, what would you bring into the relationship or whatever, then don't get into one. And that's literally what you have to learn or whatever. Learn yourself. Learn to first date makes you a treat. Listen. Sex on the first date is a whole drag because you don't know the person. You don't know him, so or her, why would you? I mean, for boys it's different. For boys, y'all be ready. Y'all be so ready. But for a female, I feel if you tell one of your friends oh yeah, I fucked him the first date, you're gonna be oh. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but it's just that's what you're take it slow. Don't have sex on the first day when you just met the guy. Yeah, so I was saying, get to know him. It doesn't make you a treat because that's your body and you get to decide on what you want to do with your body, but don't have sex on the first date because you really need to get to know the person before. You could know the person, but you don't want to have sex on the first date. You just don't. I feel once you have sex on the first date, you're gonna be you're gonna wake up and be did I really just do that? Did I just really do that? I can't believe I just really did that. You don't want that. You want it to be special. You want it to be okay, I think I like him. I really I want to, don't have sex the first date. Make that nigga your boyfriend. If you do have sex the first date, just make him your boyfriend. But don't have sex the first date. It doesn't make you look like the treat. I mean, in somebody's eyes, it will, but just don't do it. If you feel it's gonna make you look like a treat, don't do it. Don't do it at all. In my honest opinion, don't do it at all. I wouldn't have sex on the first date. It's not my style. But yeah. So the next question is, do you think people should start off as being friends, then get into a relationship, or go straight into a relationship? I feel you should be the person's friend before getting into a relationship, because I feel like you have to get to know the person. Like this whole video is probably me saying you have to get to know the person. Like, you don't want to get into a relationship and you don't know this person. You don't know if this person is abusive. You don't know if this person is. I feel like the best way to get into a relationship is start as friends. Always start as friends. Like, you want to start as friends. You want to get to know the person. Like, you don't want to get into a relationship and then you find out that he's abusive, or you find out that, I don't know, you find out something and you don't want to find that out. Like you just don't want to get into a relationship real quick. You have to get to know the person. And that's the key word here. You have to get to know the person before you enter a relationship. And it's just the simple fact that you just don't want to get into a relationship straight. Like, you just don't want to. Like you just don't want to get into a relationship straight. Like, that's just, you just don't want to do that. I feel like if you get into a relationship straight, you won't get to know the person the way you need to get to know the person. Like, I feel like if you know the person as a friend, you know the person, like, you get to build with the person. Like, okay, yeah, we're friends, blah, 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 this and this, and blah, blah, blah. And if you feel that way about your friend, then that's it. But start as friends. Key, always start as friends. Keyword, you have to get to know the person before you date somebody. So the best way to get to know the person is being the person's friend. So another question I got is, when do you know when it's the right time to lose your virginity? This is a very great question. I feel like this question is probably gonna be longer than my other questions or whatever. But baby, you know when to lose your virginity? When you're ready. Don't lose your virginity because my friend said it feels good, and my friend's this and this, and my friend, the peer pressure is, and I'm gonna tell you a story. So when I first lost my virginity, and yes, not a lot of people know that I lost it or whatever, because I'm very quiet. Nobody should know. The first time I lost it, the reason why was because my friends was, yeah, you need to try this, it's mad good, this and this, like, it was like, I was like, I personally wanted to wait until marriage. Like, that was my dream. My dream. My mother did it, my grandmother did it, my aunt did it. So it was like, it was a dream for me to lose my virginity when I got married. And that didn't work out because I had friends telling me, yeah, you need to lose it. They weren't telling me to lose it, but it was just like, they were not virgin. 3 of us that were virgin, and then all of our friends were like, we had a couple friends that was like, you know, in my grade level, but then I had friends that was like, you know, in higher grade level. So it was like, they were telling me, like, they were like, it feels mad good and this, and so I said, okay, let's do it one day. And to be honest, I regret it. I wish I lost it to somebody I actually love. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying I don't have love for the kid, but it's just, it wasn't the love that I wanted. It wasn't the love, like I'm falling in love to the wrong person. That's basically what I'm saying. I'm not saying, I regret losing it. Yes, I regret it so much. Like, I just wished I waited. It happened, and it happened for a reason. So it was just like, I have friends telling me all sorts of stuff, and I just wanted to try it. Like, every time they told me something, I was just like I want to try it too. And I guess that's the reason why I lost my virginity, which was it only because I wanted to wait until marriage, but it didn't happen. And then it was just, listen, just you know when you're ready, when you're actually in love with the boy, then lose it. Don't lose it because your friend told you, like your friend is telling you stories about it. Don't lose it because you just want to lose it. You're tired of being a virgin. Like, don't do that. Like, just lose it to the right person. Just don't give your virginity away, because that's like the most important thing in your body. And I kid you not, the day I lost it, I was in tears. I did not want to talk to nobody. Literally, like, being so sad, and it was a whole lot. I'm saying don't give your virginity up so fast. Like, just don't give it up. It's not worth it. Like, if you give it up, if you do decide to give it up to the right person. Now, the next question is, how do you feel about your boyfriend or girlfriend hanging out with somebody from the opposite sex? So, I don't feel no type of way. I feel like in a relationship, you must have trust. So if like my boyfriend is chilling with his friend who is a girl, I wouldn't mind. As long as he say, hey babe, I'm hanging out with her, whatever her name is or whatever, you know? Like, as long as he tell me he's hanging out with her, then I'm okay with it, to be honest. I don't really mind or whatever. But like, if he goes behind my back with this girl and I have to find out, like, I'm gonna be like, okay, yeah, that's probably something going on. I don't think it's right. We're gonna have to talk about it. But being in a relationship, do not go, so you're talking to this bitch, you're talking to her, and blah. Relax, girl, you look crazy. We don't do that. That's ghetto talking. We don't do that. We calmly, like, you know, talk to him like, so what's going on with you, between you and her, and this and blah blah. Don't feel jealous. Do not feel no type of jealousy, because that's really good. I feel like communication is high when it comes to, you know, your boyfriend or girlfriend hanging out with the opposite sex. I think that's trust and communication is something like really big. But to be honest, I feel like you shouldn't feel jealous. Like, I feel like in a relationship, you guys should be able to speak upon stuff like that. And if you guys can't speak on stuff like that, then get out of the relationship. Because if you feel jealousy towards another bitch, you need to get out the relationship. Because you shouldn't be jealous because of me. Don't ever think I'm gonna take your man. Bro, just don't be jealous, and that's it. Because I feel like jealousy ruins the whole relationship all the time. So it's just insecurity, because that's just being insecure. You're being very insecure. So the next question I got is, what should I do if my boyfriend is cheating on me? Baby girl, leave him. You need to leave. You need to drop him like that. Leave him. Why is that even a question? Leave him. Like, if a boy cheats on me, I'm leaving him, because I feel like if you can cheat on me, it's like you don't love me. So why am I with you? Even though he claims it was a mistake and I would never do it again. Says he's gonna do it again and he's gonna do it again. Let me make this clear. Leave him, okay? Leave that nigga. Leave him alone. Let him cheat on some other bitch. Don't let him cheat on you. Don't go through that heartbreak. Dead ass, do not go through that heartbreak, because that heartbreak really hurts. So leave him. Alright, so now these questions are about friendship. Like, so the first question I got about friendship is, how do you know if your friends are real friends? And let me tell you something. Like I said on one of the previous questions, all my friends are guys. Because I feel like female friends, they talk shit about you behind your back. They could be this close to you, this close. Y'all could be this close and they would talk shit about you behind the back. They don't care who you are. So you have to know how to choose your friends wisely. If you feel like, first of all, if your friend, cause like, how do I say this? I'm all over the place. But look, if you have a friend, right? And your friend comes to you and tells you about her friend's information or business or whatever you want to call it, best believe she's talking shit about you to that other friend. Okay? So like, if I was to tell this friend who just previously told me one of her friend's business, if I was to tell her my business, she would be like, oh, yeah, this and yeah, that. That's not your friend. If a friend talks shit about you, that's not your friend. That's not your friend. And I'm gonna say this again. That's not your friend. If a friend sits there and you hear her talking shit about other people, secrets about other people, You shouldn't be hearing about that other friend that she has. That's not your friend. She's gonna talk about you. She's going to talk about you. I'm telling you this because of experience. She's going to talk about you. Do not make friends like that because they're gonna talk shit about you. They're gonna spread shit about you. So don't even go there. And that's on that. I'm gonna leave that right there because yeah. Let me tell you some more. Like, I'm just telling you from experience, like what I go through. Like, if you feel like a friend is being jealous of you, do not be her friend. She's jealous of you, and she would rather see you fail than her fail, if you get what I'm saying. Like, she'd rather see herself better than you, basically is what I'm saying. Like, she don't want to see you do better or be better. She's jealous of you, so she would make sure you don't be where you need to be. That's not your friend. That's not your friend, and you're gonna leave that friend back there because that's not your friend. That's not your friend. If your friend is ever to be jealous of you, of who you are, or just jealous, period, that's not your friend. Your friend shouldn't be jealous of you at all. And if you feel like your friend is bossing you around to do this, go fetch me this, go do this, or big one, let's cut class. That's not your friend. That's not your friend. Oh my God, when it comes to school, I feel like school should be your main priority. Your main priority. So if your friend tells you to cut class, first of all, they don't care about themselves, right? Let alone they don't care about you, because why would you ever want to cut class? Let me tell you something. I was in high school, I never cut class. That's another one for your high schoolers. Do not let your friend tell you what to do when it comes to school. Do not cut class. Your education is more important, because when it comes to senior year, you're gonna be stressing and huffing and puffing because you can't graduate with the rest of your class. So make sure you get your shit done when you have to. I'm not passing my classes. I don't know if I'm gonna graduate with y'all. I didn't have to go through that, and I thank my mother so much. So don't even go there. Please don't do that to yourself, because it's very stressful. I've watched my friend stressed. I've watched them be stressed because, one more thing, when it comes to friendship, I feel like you should worry about yourself. Worry about yourself. Because if you feel like your friend is not worried about you, like, let's say, I don't know, you're crying or whatever. You're crying, right? We're gonna use a crying example. You're crying, boo hoo hoo hoo, and you're crying in front of your friend. Your friend doesn't do anything. Your friend does not do anything to support you, to see what's wrong, this and this. Instead, they go around your back and say, oh, she's a crybaby. Or just say stupidness about your crying or whatever, you're dragging it, or this and this, or blah, blah, blah. Something like that, right? That's not your friend. They don't care about you. They don't care about your feelings. And this is when it comes to worrying about yourself. This is what I mean about worrying about yourself. Because that friend could be crying, boo hoo hoo hoo, and you're over here, it's gonna be okay. You're comforting them, because that's what friends do. They comfort their friends. If she doesn't do that for you when you're crying, instead that she's talking shit about you, what makes you think you should do the same? If she or he can't confront you, comfort you, like stop the crying, like be there for you, what makes you think you should be there for her when she's not there for you? And I feel like that's like, I'm the type of person to be there regardless, even if you're not being there for me. But you have to worry about yourself. When it comes to you, you have to worry about yourself. Stop worrying about others, because they're not worried about you. They're worried about themselves when you're worried about them. Like, just worry about yourself. That's all I got. I have a boy best friend. His name is Lando Pando. His name is Lando Bando. He's a DJ. Follow my boy DJ Lando Pando, okay? 911. So we're still on friendship or whatever, but Alright, so also to like know when your friends is not really your friends is when they start talking about fighting. If your friends wants to fight you, that's not your friend at all. It's not your friend. Oh, let me tell you something. If a bitch did you dirty, do not make that girl your friend ever again. Do not make that girl your friend ever again. If a person did you dirty, don't make that your friend. They're gonna do it again. They're most likely gonna make you. They're gonna do you dirty again and again and again. I'd rather talk to a guy friend than a girlfriend, because I know if I talk to a guy friend, he's gonna tell me, yeah, you fucked up. That's not like you. You wouldn't do that and this and this. Rather, a girlfriend would amp it up, and you don't want that. You don't want to feel stupid, and then she's amping it up, and in reality, you are looking stupid. You rather hear it from a guy than a female, is what I'm saying. Yeah, guys, so that was it on today's girl talk or whatever. But if you guys want to hear more, don't forget to drop some suggestions down below in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And yeah, till the next time, from your baddie, Modelo Caramelo. That's what they call me, Modelo Caramelo.